Welcome to the 34th edition of the 6-gun grill Trans Agulhas Challenge. This challenge is known as the toughest inflatable boat race in the world. And for good reason. It stretches over 700 kilometers that starts in Plettenberg Bay and the teams ride all the way through to Strand Beach in Cape Town, where the champions are crowned. The engines that gets used in the Trans Agulhas Challenge is either a Yamaha or a Tohatsu. They are both 50 horsepower motors and they get modified in different ways. The modified class is a little bit more freely with their rules and regulations. The blueprint class is exactly what it says. They have a blueprint spec that they need to stick to. The stock class is a stock motor and they have a rev limiter to control revs. The Trans Agulhas Challenge consists of 2 competitions within one. The first one is the long haul edition. The guys have to start the morning with a long haul at a certain point and then after a few hundred kilometers end at a finish point. That is the first leg of each day. In the afternoon, they have to compete in the King of the Waves challenge, which is riding a circuit in waves and challenging their skills and abilities as a team in big waves or small to come out as champions at the top.
Welcome to the Trans Agulhas. It's the 28th of December 2022 and it's the first day of this ultimate adventure. We'll be leaving Plet and ending in Mossel Bay with 9 beach stops in between. As you can see behind me, the competitors are getting ready for this grueling first day. The weather conditions are fantastic and it's one of the best I've seen in a long time. The guys are going to fly over this bay and make a long 188 kilometers look quite easy. It's never this easy and it's been a long time since we've seen weather like this.
As the green flag drops, it's fast-paced, full throttle racing to the first checkpoint on the other side of the bay. This is where the teams can settle down a bit and see if they've made the right propeller choice. Although things will change around the point on the way to Mossel Bay. The first checkpoint is normally a scramble for position, and all the boats are still bunched up together. The surf conditions can be tricky here as well. Some rather large waves need to be negotiated to the turn buoy. A race can be lost in this first day in the waves in the first checkpoint if things don't go smoothly. After 2 hours and 29 minutes, Mark Lee and Hermanus Erasmus arrived first for the modified class, securing their lead on the first day. In the Pro Stock class, Eban de Bot and Henk Nel came in 2 hours and 32 minutes. I'm sure they're happy with this position. In the standard class, it was both S12, Ayrton Martinengo and Dean Kruger coming in first. After the top teams have arrived in Mossel Bay, the rest of the field come in fast and furious. Some of them a little too fast as they misjudge the beach landing.
We've had a couple of breakdowns and the guys are all safely back in the harbour and ready to race the surf race.
It is now time for some fast-paced circuit racing. First up is the stock class in the King of the Waves. Boat S29 struggling to start their motor, but S17 quick off the line. And they've got a clear lead already after lap 1. This is super exciting and very close racing for these stock guys. Most of them are rookies, and this is the first time they'll be performing in front of a big crowd. Coming in first place is Dylan Bamberger and Brandon Langveld. Coming in front of Ayrton Martiningo and Dean Kruger. Well done, guys. Next up is the Pro Stock class. There is some top talent in this class. Eben de Bot, Wimpy Ackerman. There are also some young guns in here. Reinhold Becker and Ruben Scholes. This is going to be an exciting race. Eben is showing from the get-go that he means business, and straight away took the lead of the King of the Waves in Mossel Bay. Taking a well-deserved win there is Eben de Bot and Henko Nel. Second place was Vian Milan and Henko Visser. Third place, Reinhold Becker and Charles Hesse. Next up we have the Top Guns, the modified class. The speeds will be high and the racing will be fierce. This is going to be a good one to watch. Teams like Six Gun Grill will be fighting for the lead. But in the end, it was Mark lead, showing his talent again and top speed in the circuit racing, taking the win for the day.
So that brings an end to the first day of the Trans Agulhas 2022. It's the second day of the Six Gun Grill Trans Agulhas 2022. I'm standing here on Mossel Bay Beach. The weather is miserable. The wind is howling. It doesn't look anything like yesterday, and I think the guys are in for a rough one.
The second day is nothing like the first day, and the teams will be surely challenged around this point. This first little section is quite flat and easy to ride, but once we get around the point, the strong winds and big waves. This is going to be a true test. It's only 86 kilometers, but it's going to be a tough 86 kilometers.